Hello everyone, welcome to SpeedGaming today. We have the country Randomizer community visualize. We have test users that seven missing shell running on the race train. Today we're using odd settings, yeah, means random starting items, so it's free. And of course, random elevators. Not sure. Yeah, I think we do have random start also in odd settings. So yeah, these are the settings I prefer by a lot. Random start, so Aegon, yes, exactly, Aegon. I did not see the random starting items. This is going great already. Okay, so morph ball bombs, cobalt, diet. Okay. Well, so we are in Dark Aegon, I believe. Yeah, yeah. With a very tight space. So, okay, this is light Aegon. Um, let's see. Starting with bombs and cobalt means. Oh yeah, the weird blue blob moving around on Caesar's screen is an eye tracker. Just so you know where Caesar's looking. So, Aegon entrance goes to transport Emerald. Mr. Miguel is trying to scale Aegon here, opting to go this way. So Caesar finds a missile, non-logical, saves. Yeah. Okay, Mining Plaza is not very pleasant without space jump or missiles. So Miguel is gonna have to keep using dashes, and dashes in Prime 2 aren't as good as they are in Prime 1. Caesar's just fighting the Alpha Splinter, as always. A very exciting fight. Right, Miguel also gets missiles after giving up on Mining Plaza. Also saves. Yeah, yeah. Of course, we are also using the latest release, I believe, of Randomizer, so we have custom UI colors. That was Dark Beam on Alpha Splinter. That looks fine. That definitely opens up a bit of stuff. Still can't go to Dark Aegon without like without risking it. Alright, Moss has just another missile. Wonder what the launcher is. Logically, I don't believe we can scale mining plaza yet, so we're going to have to take another lift here. Since we started with cobalt, we can actually open up both of these gates. Gates are also randomized. And that's Annihilator. Or is that... yeah, that's Annihilator. So we can officially come back from the Dark World. We find ourselves in it. I love the eye tracker already. Love how it shows everything. It's really accurate to what really happens when you play. You always, when you're scanning something, you always look at the end of the bar right there. So, I believed that was Aegon portal access, yeah, which is of course seeker locked from both sides. I believe there's a couple seeker locks that are unlocked on the other side. Might be wrong. Might be thinking of the wrong game too. Miguel saves and warps back rather than backtracking like Caesar. Waiting for load times, always a treat. Alright, now we can scale Mining Plaza, but I'm not sure where we're actually supposed to go, because I'm not sure we are supposed to be able to scale Mining Plaza right now, logically. Not sure if we're supposed to be able to do it with bombs. Anyway, Miguel takes the cannon, and that's our missile launcher. Alright. Okay, so with bombs, we are logically expected to be able to scale Mining Plaza. So, so that's the intended path, it would seem. The other two are dead ends. Screw attack! Oh well, this is going to be one of those boring seeds. I really don't like early screw attack and echoes. I think early screw attack is a lot less powerful in corruption. Like in corruption, I don't mind it as much. Yeah, you can't cancel screw in corruption, which makes it a lot worse. I don't like screw attack and corruption as much, but that also means I don't really mind it as much either. Because screw attack and echoes is a lot more powerful, it can definitely make things boring for a bit. Like, definitely. Like, I don't know, it's when it gets screw attack this early, and you've basically got a logical way of opening up a lot of stuff, getting to a lot of ledges, stuff like that. Yeah, I still need to find space jump, but that's never too far in, because like the rest of the areas in this game are basically designed around it. So yeah, so it's never very late in my experience. Like, I've had it in. I think the craziest spot I've had space jump in was a sanctuary entrance. That's it. And even then, it wasn't that hard to get to because all the items were pretty early. Anyway, Miguel goes out of his way for an energy tank, which makes sense right now. Got it in Hype Gyro Tourney preset. Oh yeah, that's painful. Going for Seeker Screw, looks like it. This isn't a very easy trick, and it's not the most consistent. So we just need to see how it goes. Miguel could waste a lot of time on this, especially because he doesn't have Amber, he doesn't have Power Bombs, he can only peek one item in here, and that's it. So I wouldn't say it's worth it right now. Yeah. Does Miguel run this game? I believe he does. I think I've seen one of his runs, actually. Yeah, it does more than just run it. There's a couple different categories I've seen him do. I think I've seen him like um, do a TAS run. Yeah, I probably didn't practice that one lock because it's not that relevant in the speedrun. Yeah, that's why screw attack. That's why screw seeker screw seeker attack is a pretty hard trick and very inconsistent because every lock in this game has its little secret orbs. Oh no. Yeah, Miguel is running on hardware, on original hardware, or rather on a Wii. So, yeah, that's a crash. Uh, all right. Oh, I'm gonna switch back to Caesar's audio for a bit. because it might not sound that pleasant. Alright, let's just wait for Mr. Miguel. And Caesar is about to activate the teleporter here, the portal, and venture into dark ether. Maybe do a quick kill on Jump Guardian, as always. We often see the same things in here, but it's fun. Yeah, luckily Miguel saved not too long before the crash, so that's good. 4 minutes in game time. Also, as is the case pretty much every Saturday, I have leftover pizza to eat and a can of Pepsi. So yeah, this stream was brought to you by Pepsi Cola. Pepsi for TV game, yeah. Wow. What kind of pizza? It's just it's just a margarita with sausage and fries on top. Nothing too crazy. I'm the kind of person to get like 2 scoops of ice cream max, 3 if I'm feeling crazy. Yeah, we should. You know what? If that's something that happens, I'm not sure. Like maybe Speed Gaming could do like a 1st of April special where they run joke games. You know, where they host uh, races for joke games like Pepsi Man. Do a Pepsi Man race on the 1st of April. Why not? It's fun. Do it on the day of funny, or as I call it, the day where everybody thinks they're so funny and nobody ever is. Oh, they've done that already? That's good. Let's do it again. Oh yeah, the worst thing about the crash here for Miguel isn't so much losing everything, almost, but also those E-tags he went out of the way to get. I wonder if he'll get all of those again. He might go for them. So, looks like Miguel is going to... Oh. Out of bounds. Alright. Yeah, this is what happens when the runners are also speedrunners. They usually know some fun stuff. So it looks like Miguel wants to go to Sand Canyon. Doesn't have light beam, so this will have to do. Alright. Now, I'm not sure what exactly Miguel is doing this for, because I I don't I'm not very knowledgeable on the Prime series when it comes to speedruns. I only know the things I know because of the randomizer. Pretty much. So that's Jump Guardian for Caesar. Of course, as usual, we spend about half an hour shooting at its invisible hitbox. So it looks so yeah, people in chat have been saying what Miguel is doing here with all the out of bounds is supposed to get him Cannonball, which would be a nice investment, especially for the Dark World right now, especially with no E-tags. Just messing with Bomb Guardian, okay? I don't know if this is required, it might not be, but it's fun. So yeah, you can freeze Bomb Guardian. The Dark Beam behaves a little bit weirdly with it. All right, okay, okay. So it looks like what Miguel did was indeed on purpose, because he got Cannonball and got warped back into the arena uh, by using the cutscene of Bomb Guardian dying. So that's good. Now, I don't know if Miguel got Cannonball. I will have to see. Well, he's using the cannon, so no. He attempted it, but yeah. Very unfortunate. Hopefully he can make up. Hopefully he can make up for all this lost time in the next few minutes. So far, Caesar has only gotten a couple keys, one of which is completely useless. So one Aegon key, effectively. So that's not much progress to have to catch up on. However, Miguel doesn't know what's on Jump Guardian, so I believe he's gonna try for him anyways. Try going for it. Caesar is great. Caesar does the dash over to here. This way you can skip the fight. However, this way you don't get a hint, or you don't get the cash hint, because the body that's supposed to give you that hint doesn't spawn until you reload the room. Now, Caesar is going for the upper path here into the command center, which means those pirates might remain there for the foreseeable future. Yeah, just like that. Just like that, yeah. Keep those pirates right there, Caesar. Oh, another crash for Miguel. Okay, that's not good. Uh, Miguel's having some serious problems right now. But in Command Center on Caesar's side, under the grating, that was gravity boost, I believe. Yeah, if Miguel. Yeah, Miguel forfeits. Yeah. Ah, that's really, really unfortunate. Sorry I'm not talking, there's just not much happening right now. Okay, that's Spider Ball. So that's Echo, yeah, Echo Visor, which is troubling. I I hope it's not required, but looks like it will be. Doing something right now. Caesar's just trying a very inconsistent trick anyway. Best of luck with that. And he's given up, of course. Well, I usually go directly forward with screw attack there. The blue circle moving around on Caesar's feed is an eye tracker, so you know exactly where he's looking exactly on the screen. Hello, Miguel.
An error has occurred. Turn the power off and refer to the Nintendo GameCube instruction booklet for further instructions.
Yeah, really unfortunate. People in chat think it's because of the USB you're
Yeah,
using.
this USB actually has been faulty before, and I had this exact same error. I just forgot about it, and I couldn't do anything about it. So rip that.
Oh well, I'm sorry.
Anyway, looks like Caesar is in mines. Wait, not mines. Labs. Yeah.
Labs, yeah, labs, mines. It's kind of the same thing here.
Yeah, they're mining face on. That was an interesting bonk. Also, I want to say that's a very good color. I should pick purple too instead of red. Gonna
Hmm.
steal that if you don't mind me.
I prefer I prefer like more along like white, something that doesn't
What?
something that doesn't really pop because I'm
No,
really easily.
well, that's understandable. Uh, the colors like this tend to that don't usually tend to pop out like that in normal game or can be very distracting. The red I picked should have been a little bit more numb, but apparently it did not go like that.
um, Bright colors bother me. They
Hmm.
mess with my sight.
Oh, purple is not that bright. It's kind of moody, if I'd say.
Your feed was definitely a bit darker. Caesar's is a lot brighter. The colors pop a lot more.
Yeah, it
Maybe
looks like he has his
it's
settings, his
yeah, it's more
brightness settings a little bit
saturated.
maxed up.
It's more saturated.
Hmm. Fun fact that that's not an actual ing. That's some unnamed enemy that has like 5,000 health or something. Like you can't kill it. The only way to kill it is with a power bomb or yeah, just with a power bomb. This one is a real ing. And if you
You
kill
mean
this
the
one, what?
you mean the little blob that moves around
Yeah,
before the
in
actual
Doom
enemy
Entry.
pops out?
No, I'm Doom Entry. I'm talking about.
What do you mean then? Like, does nothing come out of that blob?
No, it just has a predetermined path that it takes, and then it disappears forever. It's only there on first pass.
Oh, I see. I never noticed.
And yeah, it's just there just to foreshadowing of the ing. Oh no. Anyway,
Yeah, just in case you hadn't seen them the 23 times you've seen them already in the game by this point.
yeah. I mean that was probably. You think that's because they could have been done that first, but then actually made more ing later when developing the game. But that's just a theory on my end.
Ugh!
What? Oh, nice screw attack. Don't you just love when you get random screw attacks for no reason?
Oh, yeah. Especially
Ooh,
when I'm
that's
trying
sweet.
to use it and it doesn't work. Okay, so
That,
that early Annihilator beam turned out to be there for a reason.
if screw attack doesn't work sometimes. If it doesn't work, it's because your facing angle is not completely straight, or you press B more than twice. Because if you press B on on wrong timing, like If you press it more than just 2 times, that first jump and the space jump, it won't work no matter what because Echoes is a great video game. So like if you like look down or look up or whatever, you won't be able to screw attack ever. That's one way to make sure you don't accidentally screw attack, which is actually used in speedruns.
That's really wonky.
Yeah, so that current facing angle that Mighty Caesar had, like screw attack would never work like that. Only straight and a little bit up or down. It's weird, but that's how they made it for some reason.
Oh wow, we got a vanilla light beam.
Oh, lol. That is an excellent hot dog.
Yeah, there's also these those poor not moving life forms you just burn away as soon as you get a light beam of the game. I don't think they appear anywhere else.
What do you say?
When you get light beam in the vanilla location, and then
Yes,
you go through the light door,
CTM. Yeah,
there's
so what do you say?
there's those just walls of stuff that you need to shoot with the light beam.
Oh, you mean the webs?
Yeah,
Yeah, those don't appear until you open the door because game.
they don't appear anywhere else in the game, do they?
Well, they appear in the form of a door block in Battleground, but those are a different type of enemy, so yes, they only appear there.
Right.
Nice. Excellent.
Oh, that is a very, very pink
And
damaged
that's why we
crane.
always shoot that crate. That's why
That
we
was,
always do that.
that was very pink.
Ooh, I would
Honestly,
just
this.
I would just stop streaming. Yeah, after that happens, like it's over. Much like how I missed San Canyon Cannonball. Like there's no point in keep going. I missed the trick. There's nothing else to see. It's over.
Yeah, I'm sorry that didn't work.
Yeah, the camera is stupid in this game. Like sometimes the camera just decides to do a 180 for no reason. It's really annoying.
That looked like a very long setup.
Yeah, that's because I haven't done the trick in a long time.
Like you need to like load the room from out of bounds, then trigger the boss
Oh,
fight.
I only went out of bounds because I needed the last transition map to be Sand Canyon, otherwise it would not work. I did it because I didn't have light beam.
Right.
Nice Torbus. It is possible to adjust the camera, it's just tricky. Uh-oh.
Well, let's just say there's no camera controls.
Imagine being killed by by those. I forgot what their name. Uh I think they're I forgot their names.
Spider thingies.
Spider thingies. Yeah, I'm just gonna call them Spider Guardians. Mini Spider Guardians.
I mean, yeah, basically.
Oh, Pillbugs. That's what the name. And we got a raid from SpeedGaming too.
Wow. 83 viewers. Welcome. Welcome to the Metroid Prime 2 Echoes Randomizer Community Weekly Race. I'm totally not reading that off the screen right now.
It says Metroid Prime 2 Echoes for the Nintendo GameCube. That's all you have to know.
Yeah.
It is more than enough. Also, I'd like to point out that eye tracker my sister has. That's very fancy. Very cool.
Yeah,
I wish I
also,
had that.
it makes watching the gameplay a lot more immersive and relatable too,
Interesting.
because like sometimes you will see it hovers over the map as he's walking around, so like he's looking
Yeah,
at the neighboring
it's like the
the
little stuff
neighboring
that we do, but don't actually know about
yeah, and
consciously.
like when he's scanning something, his eye drifts toward the end of the progress bar.
Yeah, because we're just watching it as it's filling up. Like, ooh.
Yeah, just waiting for it to finish.
Yeah, that's funny. Oh, something is happening. Looks like Golub is gonna take my place. It looks like by seeing the chat.
Oh,
Wait, maybe, well, maybe not. Something that Captain said. Captain MD.
oh, do they want to?
Oh wait, not Golub. Probably. I think it was gonna be Bellator or Golub. I don't know which one he was talking to. In the in the race time chat.
Oh yeah, so Captain offered to come in and co-con with me, so you don't have to.
Yo, is that Darburst?
Yeah, that was indeed Darkburst. Just
Dank
missing.
Burst.
So, gravity boost was in command
Wow.
center, so
Nice
we won't
underwater.
need it. Oh wow, very useful. Let's go.
Yeah, you can also get air underwater like that. Like just any sort of thing that just changes your your state, whether it be standing or just morph ball. That gives you underwater because Screw Attack is actually morph ball. That's how they made it. It's
Okay,
a
so I
very
got
hacky
it.
way to implement Screw Attack
Um,
in RetroSen.
I I actually
Yeah.
got it wrong. I actually got it wrong. The captain didn't offer to
Oh,
co-com with me. Uh, yeah, captain offered to take your place on the restream, so there's more than one person to look at.
nice.
And it
He's
looks
on
like Cap's
GFMC.
yeah, it looks like Cap's route has been very different.
The item should be updated.
Yeah, I believe the tracker
If you
is
have Cobalt
off
by
by a bit.
default,
Yeah,
well,
because yeah, you got Cobalt as a starting item, so that's definitely present. Yeah, yeah. Let's just
we don't know if he actually has some of those items because we never saw him play. I can only assume he has some of them. Oh, I didn't realize. Caesar has Spider Ball. Interesting. Where was it?
Spider Ball was in uh, where you get Light Beam, but like in the Light World. Zarin call. I
Oh,
never.
it
I
was one of the caches that I forgot the name
yeah,
of.
just one of the storage rooms, one of the numbered ones.
I think it
Those
was
rooms.
storage count 4? I don't know.
I don't know. Light Beam location.
Light beam. Yes.
So it looks like Cap is just
Oh, storage
looking
B. Okay, according to X
has just
Screwable
been
and Master.
looking.
Oh,
Yeah,
he has light suit. Interesting.
yeah, he does have light suit. So that along with Boost Ball must have been in Temple Grounds.
Very interesting. So he has one power bomb, 3 tanks, light suit, Echo Visor, 40 missiles, dark light, and annihilator beam, boost ball, and I can only assume spider ball, but I'm not sure. I can't see it because
Yeah,
of light
that's.
suit.
I
But
mean,
it does. But wait,
yeah, looking at the track, it would seem like it. And since he does have Light Beam, I would say he also found
spider.
Spider Ball
Okay.
because they were in the same area. So I would
So
say that's
either
reasonable.
he only has spider ball and cannon ball, or he has boost ball. Because if you had the morph ball trail, like there's different trails the morph ball has when you have a specific type of boost. If you only have cannonball, the morph ball trail when you boost will be yellow. But if you have cannonball and spider ball, it's normal white trail, and
Huh.
that's how it works. But so it
Well,
could
the
either be that one of those, or it could be both, or it could be that it truly has boost ball. So I can't tell, but I can only assume it has real boost ball.
yeah, I would say boost ball because I mean I don't know if the tracker
Oh,
is
that
like
camera.
following the auto tracker on Captain's stream. Maybe that's it because the tracker would definitely not show a boost ball when you get cannonball. So I would say he's got boost ball.
Hmm. Oh wait, does Captain has his own tracker on his stream? Okay, that would make more sense if he does.
Yeah, almost everyone uses the Randomizer auto tracker. Just has it there on the stream.
I
Captain
don't use
does
it
it.
because
Captain
okay.
definitely does it.
Oh, that makes more sense then. So he truly has those items. I don't
Yeah.
use the automatic tracker because I always get hang on startup, so
Mhm.
that's bad. So I don't use it. Should try that later. Should try that in the future, probably.
Right, Caesar has gone out of bounds.
Oh no, he's cheating. Literally cheating. That's a joke, by the way. Autobots is not cheating. Just FYI.
Yeah, of course, it's allowed. Uh,
This is pure, raw, unfiltered skill.
I don't think infinite speed is in this game, right?
It is. It's an old Tree Prime games, but
Is
I
it?
don't know. I don't think it's
Oh,
allowed here.
I see.
I don't remember. Is it
Yeah,
allowed?
I don't know if it's allowed in the weeklies because like I remember
They use
I
salary
remember
position.
I remember during the tournaments, runners can make agreements before their races, so like they can decide to allow infinite speed.
Okay, we're getting Captain.
Okay,
See
that's the
Captain here
super
getting
missile
supers.
in Plane of Dark Worship.
So now he can go get hints.
Yeah, that looks like it. Let's hope Dark Visor isn't required, because if it's not, then it might be go mode for Captain already.
Hmm. Oh wait, no, he needs. See, I forgot. He needs seekers. Well, still need to find the keys. So imagine for. Hold on.
Yeah, he doesn't have Seekers, but are Seekers required? I don't think we know that. Ugh. No one does Seeker skip? Okay.
Because who uses keeper seekers?
Well,
Keepers. No.
hopefully they're not in a super out of the way location. Chicken.
I tried opening the mining station beetle without seekers, but I'm bad.
Yeah, people in chat were actually like correcting you.
What?
They were saying like he needs to take a step back. He needs to go a bit more to the right.
Well, I don't know. I did that one properly. My bad. I'm a fake gamer. Gamer confirmed. I'm a fake. Too close to the door. Too much to the right. Oh, nice double damage.
Yeah, double
Pineapple.
damage.
I was gonna say final bosses are free, but they're disabled. Oh, left. Too far to the left. Okay. I'll note
Yeah,
that for the
they were
future
saying you needed
reference.
to take a step back and go to the right a little bit.
Nice boost ball hint. Okay, so it does have a boost ball because he took damage.
Yeah, and
So
he
we can
also
boost
broke
ball.
broke a couple crates earlier.
Oh, he hasn't gone to Aegon. Interesting. Okay, I suppose it's just a race to who finds seekers first.
I mean, looking at his tracker, that seems to have been the right decision. Anyway, there's Dark Visor, just in case.
Probably useless.
I mean, you never know. Any STK could be in a Dark Ink cache.
Oh, probably. Oh, excuse me. Probably.
Oh, it's okay.
There's a secret rule here, fun fact. And it's very hard to do. You use a screw attack armor from the door. I don't think it's ever been shown. Well, definitely never been shown in a stream before because it's very new. There's been a new tech found like quite recently that lets you unmorph in the middle of a screw attack, and that can let you do very quirky stuff.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, you could.
What do you
So
mean unmorphing during a screw? You can unscrew during the screw attack?
okay, you can. We say unmorph because technically screw attack is morphball, like in terms of
Yeah, yeah,
internal gaming code. So we just say screw attack unmorph, but you could
yeah.
say unscrew, unscrew yourself if you want to.
I think
All right,
unscrew fits a lot better.
I don't, but I guess. So okay, with the new tech called screw attack unscrew, you can do some weird stuff. So, you know how normally doors are the way they shape makes it so you can get stuck on them? So with the screw attack unscrew, you can get at the top of the doors, and since you're unmorphing, to get you can actually trigger a position of the door frame. And since most door frames don't have holes on them because this game is great, you can actually use them to get out of bounds. It's very interesting stuff.
So, was it so you found a new way to get out
Not
of
me.
bounds?
Not me.
No, I mean you as in the community.
Yeah, sure.
A new
Yes.
way to get out of bounds that works universally? Like,
Not, not
what are the conditions
the
to
door
actually
frame has to have a
unscrew?
hole, like because some of door frames actually have holes in them. That's how some of the morph seeker rolls work. Because you're triggering a reposition your hole. Since there's a hole, you can make the game like, oh look, there's space here, but actually that space is out of bounds. And since the hole is there, it allows for the reposition to go through there. And that's how it works. And since you can do the screw attack on morph tag on those on some of the doors that you can morph but has holes on it, and you have a new way to go out of bounds. But it's just for some doors, not for all of them. Also, rip worm skip. That's disappointing.
Ah, yeah,
Oh no, wait, this is the last one. Never mind. He was just being safe. That makes sense.
right. Yeah, because you can get soft locked if you do it on the last one, right?
If you do it too fast.
So fast you break the worms.
Oh, I haven't actually peeked at what Caesar is doing. So. Oh. Wait, what? Oh, there's light too. That's where Captain found it. Very interesting.
Yeah, just
That could have
free
gone way
right
more
there.
earlier. Hey, look, it's a corridor. So it was just a matter of finding a temple grounds elevator, and that will be it. The scan visor is just for gathering information, guys. Do you know that? Very
No
important.
way, really?
Yeah. So weird. I don't.
I thought it was just for flinging yourself across rooms.
Yeah, I know, right? You can actually do stuff. You can read the information of objects and enemies. Isn't that very useful? Anyway,
What?
nice ing. I didn't know you could do that. That's very funny.
Yeah, yeah. Just look at the eye tracker on Caesar's side. Uh, on the elevator ride, he was looking at the mini map.
Oh, cool. Stuff that we usually do, but don't know we're not aware of.
Yeah.
Nice Amber.
Okay, so that's Amber. Captain has had it for a while, so yeah, Captain has definitely full cleared this entire area right here.
Wow, that was a very good play from him. So early Temple Grounds was the way to go. Oh, he was
Yep,
going the wrong way. Wrong
apparently
way,
it was.
buddy. You have to go right.
Where was Emerald? Where was Emerald actually?
He was in uh Dark Forgotten Bridge. No, not Dark
Oh,
Forgotten Bridge.
uh,
I forgot what the room was of Dark Great Bridge. That one.
the Dark Great Bridge. You mean the one with a grapple point?
Yeah, and with the Hunter Hang and the thing that rises when you shoot lightning at it. That room. That room.
Yeah,
That's where Emerald was.
I don't remember. Probably something like Stinky something, Stinky Pool. Like
What?
every room in Upper Torvus, uh,
Animal Spawn.
in
That's the name. Thank
in
you,
the
Gurgle.
dark. Yeah, every room in Upper
I know what you
Torvus,
mean now. Okay, I get you. I
in
think
upper
what you mean
in
by
upper
stinky.
Dark Torvus. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
every
just
room
like
in upper
some
Dark
word like
Torvus.
that, some word in that similar caliber. Yeah.
Yeah, in like every room in Upper Dark Torvus has a name like that. It's just some iteration of lake but disgusting. Lake but bad because it's the dark world.
We has to be bad. This is where the bad guys go. Uh, very interesting move from Retro naming. Ugh.
I mean, so many rooms in the dark world is just laughably edgy sometimes.
The whole one of them. We have feeding pit. Like, well, how
Doomed,
edgy is that?
doomed entry.
Uh, profane path. Uh, one of the
Plane of dark worship.
putrid alcove.
Putrid alcove, yeah.
Judgment pit. Oh, I can feel the edginess. uh, sacrificial chamber. Like, damn, that's deep. this this room goes hard. Feel free to screenshot.
Yeah, just like I would happily like make a video where I just read the names of every single room in the dark world and
Besides the
in the background I have music playing that's just the main theme for Shadow the Hedgehog for the GameCube over and over, just constantly playing until I'm done.
that's funny. That's the Dark Oasis is another one too. Like when you stop to think and read about these names, you're like, damn, this so this so edgy. What is this?
Wow, who made these rooms? A 12-year-old?
Okay, it looks like my sister and captain are a bit more even now. So now that is the true, it's truly the race against who went secrets first. I'm gonna place my bet on Chica just because I can.
I mean, that would be terrible, but also, yeah, good for the restream, I guess.
That's pirate. You can
Also,
actually use
wow,
that
that
pirate.
was fantastic.
Yeah, you can if you time it right, you can enter the cannon and the pirate will bonk you straight to the item. It's really cool.
That's really cool.
That's a known strat. It goes to show that the enemies are coded consistently, so they always go to the same position if you do certain stuff. So I think in that sense, Tassus could work properly because the enemies are always consistent, unless something else changes that. But as far as I am aware, the enemies in Prime causes a lot of these things for Taz. But as I've seen it sometimes in Echoes, the enemies always follow a consistent pattern. So maybe it's different for Echoes. Who knows?
Does the GameCube have an internal clock?
Well, yeah. That's how you
Yeah.
can set the time in the GameCube menu. You know when it goes to you can
Yeah.
hold C.
Yes.
So if you hold C to enter the menu, there's a clock there, so it does have an internal clock.
Because like computers can never really be random, and like one thing that many random generators use is like just the time on the clock, because
Nice
that's
dark
constantly
burst.
changing. So they use the time on the clock as like a base to actually generate their number.
That's an
Like
interesting theory.
it's like that's pretty common for random number generators. And then there's stuff like, oh,
Oh,
is that
there was
normal?
boost ball.
Boost ball, yeah. Okay,
Okay,
so
that makes
and
way
then
more
there's
sense.
stuff, and then when you don't have a clock, there's stuff like the Pokemon games on the Game Boy that used your inputs to create
Dark
their
burst.
speed.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Keep
so
talking.
we got a Dark Burst, Sunburst. I think we got Sonic Boom too.
Not sure. They're not on the tracker. Where is Seekers? Hmm. I feel like either if Seekers are not found now, there's gonna be a really long seat. In before quad or something, or you must do.
Yeah, we're already an hour in actually.
Dark Blue
That
Jimmy
fe-
Bombs. Yeah,
that felt like nothing.
I love when Master said. That's a cool joke. Only real ones know that joke.
Oh
Yes, look
yeah,
at the bar filling up.
the
Uh oh. Uh
bonk in
oh.
abandoned work sites.
Uh oh. Dark Provost Key 1. I wonder what that's for. I wonder what's that for.
Yeah, not very
Bonk.
reassuring.
Bonk. Because the game likes to bonk.
Yeah, the bonks in this game are really nice because like sometimes you can literally just wall jump with them.
Uh-huh.
Like I do it all the time in the main reactor in Sanctuary.
Hmm.
It's like the final ledge. You can skip one by just bonking near the top of the second to last platform.
It's funny. It's worse in corruption, actually. Fun. Do you know? You can sometimes you can bunk on floors. That's how bad it is.
Yeah, it's terrible in corruption.
Well, Screw Attack itself is way better than in Prime 2. You can't go out of bounds with it, unfortunately, but you can actually use it to screw attack in out of bounds collision and you're not soft locked. And you can steer it, like actually steer it and change directions completely. It's very good. Also, your speed is constantly fixed, so there's no need to do that thing where you have to screw attack quickly to go, or like to go fast, because it's always the same speed and it's fast. It's very cool.
I mean, that's okay, but like I really prefer how busted it can be for just
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
regular gameplay and Prime 2. Like it's really It's really good. Prime 3 just felt like a bit of a downgrade overall.
No, I think it was good. I think it was an upgrade in Prime 3 in terms of casual play because it's very much more active than in Echoes. Because in Echoes sometimes it fails, like we talked before, but in Prime 3 it's always like guaranteed to work out like half the time, like 90% of the time it always works. So even if you have your velocity to be like horizontally, like if you're going sideways, as long as you're holding up, the short talk always works. It's perfect. Oh, I spotted. he died. He died from the dark being shot alone, and not in the missiles. Also, shoutouts to this room, funny room. You can now go backwards through it, thanks for one of my discoveries. I can say, like, you can go through without having like lowered the barrier with a new trick. I think I posted it in the random Discord when I found. Oh yeah, I definitely did. Oh yeah, hangar bay. That's one of the rooms where you can bunk on the floor for no reason.
Yeah, it's like uh, with some things, as the Prime games go on, you can really see like everything falling apart. Like, name one time in playing Corruption that you were anywhere close to a wall and you didn't instant morph.
Uh, I, you mean, wait, you mean like an instant where you don't instant morph near a wall?
Yeah, like in
Ah,
Corruption, it's constantly happening. Just
yeah,
you're just morphing and unmorphing, and you always do it instantly.
yeah, the camera is even more broken in Prime 3 because they changed
Yeah.
it. So, okay, a little bit of a downgrade because when you know boost jumps in Prime 2?
You
You,
mean
you know, boost jumps, like,
uh,
you know how they work
roll,
and stuff, what they are?
like roll jumps?
No, no, boost jumps. Roll jumps are
Boost
something different.
jumps.
Boost jumps is when you roll sideways and you go flying.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
it's normal.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I remember that.
So that works because your facing angle is still forwards. So when you go past the wall, the wall is technically for the camera it's behind you, but for the game it's sideways. So you always get instant onward because the facing angle is blocked, quote unquote, because you never change it because you use select inputs on the stick. But they change in corruption, so it's always relative to the camera. So even if your facing angle is sideways, except for one, it's well, aside from one exception, but doesn't matter. Even if your camera is sideways, you can have an instant armor because like the camera is what it sees is what will trigger the instant armor. So that's really unfortunate. It caused some tricks to not like some trick theories to not work, and that was very disappointing. But at the same time, that caused the camera to always instant morph sometimes because the, it was badly made because corruption. But yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah,
They just changed how the camera worked for Morphball, and it has benefits and downgrades. And the downgrades
yeah.
are pretty bad, but the upgrades
It's
are good.
it's amazing how differently games made in basically the same engine can work.
Yeah, it's all the same engine. So all Retro Studios games use the same engine, like all the
All
way
of
from
them?
Prime 3 to Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze use the same engine. Like if you open
Great.
Prime if you open Prime or Editor, you can literally open Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze in there. Like it works, it's
Please,
compatible.
please tell me it still contains some prime names for variables and stuff,
I don't know. Probably.
because that would be funny.
It wouldn't surprise me if they didn't change stuff.
Like, I remember opening up Prime 2, and it still had a few values that were a
Oh
few
yeah.
values like for the beams that were in Prime 1. Like, it still had like a
Yes.
section
Sometimes when
where it had,
referencing an annihilator beam, the game still says it's plasma beam. Like
yeah.
just stuff like that. Also, do you know that Ink Smashers, some Ink Smashers are named Elite Pirates?
Oh wow, I did not know that. That makes so much sense, though.
Also, another funny thing, in Dynamo Works, there's an unused Ink Smasher layer, and the name for it is literally Ink Smasher, all caps, and 7 exclamation points.
Okay,
So it says
I need to open up
Smasher!
the mod menu and just look at that.
No, it's the name of the Ink Smasher itself in that unused layer. You can't see them anymore. It
Oh,
has to be in PWE. Like the Ink Smasher over there is named Ink Smasher.
so it's literally the name of the
Oh,
actor.
they're
That's
seekers.
secret. Yeah.
GG. Okay, now we can go get hits. Oh, they fought at the same time. Interesting. Huh. That's very
Yeah,
cool.
almost at the same time. Just
So
if
it's
I
so,
time
so,
right here, that's
so
it.
it's all about getting all the keys in time, and that's done.
Yep, this
So
is
not
done now.
Chica, unfortunately. But looks like Mighty Caesar has one extra key, so that could go get on his advantage.
No, they're actually like exactly on the same
Wait,
page.
no, Caesar, what are you doing? You don't have Dark Visor, no! Don't go
Hmm.
here, no!
What does Caesar think? Yeah,
Doesn't
wait.
have Dark
Yeah, he
Visor, and
doesn't
he's going
have
there.
Dark Visor, so... Or does he? Like,
He doesn't. Look at his HUD.
oh yeah, yeah, he doesn't.
He's not looking there yet. He's not looking there yet.
Yeah, let's just look at the eye tracker and see what happens to
Okay,
that.
he's looking there. He's looking there. I would just be looking at the door right now. Okay, let's
Yeah,
see when he peeks.
you always focus on the door
And
you're
oh,
going
now
for.
here's nice.
Yeah, yeah, he just
Well,
quickly bolted over there. Oh yeah, wait, oh no.
he was like, uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, no, you can't see it with the Echo Visor, sorry.
Now he's looking at the map. What are you doing?
Yeah, but like on the topic of that unused layer, I really like stuff like that, just unused or just hidden names that you don't really see.
Okay, so
I
this
remember a
room right here.
video.
Look at Caesar's screen. So this room right here, the profane path, the one he's about to enter. You know how you can scan that giant thing that's where the missile is? Like
Mhm.
it's a collection of ing things, whatever. Uh, Internally, the name for that is big ol'. Literally, I'm not even kidding. It says a big old bear or something like that.
Oh.
Actually, let me load PWE right now. I'm gonna check for real.
You know, like
There's there's some
I
funny
remember
stuff here.
seeing a similar video, like a video that talked about this with Half-Life. Like
Yeah.
it showed various names for various actors in some maps, and some of them were like pop culture references,
Uh,
and then just like calling a scientist stupid idiot who should not be here or something like that.
yeah, that sounds about right. Poor scientist. No, I'm with the science team. Okay, which room? Okay, profane path was it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Profane Path.
Let me just load it up real quick. Okay, so the thing is literally named Big Ol' Worm Blocker. That's what the point of interesting says.
Big old worm blocker.
Like big ol' OLE, big ol' worm blocker. Like I'm not even making this
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, where are Retro Studios again? Where are they
Texas,
based?
Texas.
Texas? Texas?
Yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense. Big
big
old
ol'
worm
worm
blocker.
blocker. Like I'm not even making this up.
Nice one, big old worm blocker right there. Okay, so Caesar's feed is completely frozen, which means that this is a problem on the host side. Which means
Looking at
Caesar should be
general.
fine. Yeah,
Hold on.
Caesar's fine.
Hold on. Where did I put that image? Okay, here it is. Looking in the general channel.
Hmm?
Look in the general channel. I posted a picture. Okay, now it works. He's back. All good.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's fun. Point of interest, big old worm blocker.
That's funny. Here we go, chat. Just so you can see too.
Yeah, I remember I once tried posting an imager link on someone's stream just to show them a picture, but of course, like I hadn't thought of it, but they had an automatic link blocker,
Oh, that's
and
unfortunate.
all of my messages got deleted. I got
Oh,
a cooldown.
oh, that's cringe.
I think it was Captain's stream actually.
Oh, Captain. Oh,
Like it
she's
was
stream
completely
it's
automatic.
frozen
Just
again.
yeah, it's the like it's not the
It's
first
back
time
now.
it's happened,
Maybe.
and it's not the worst example. I've done a I have been on commentary for a race where the host was just this all the time. It's just none of the like nothing would move for a while.
Looks like it's back now again.
I think it was actually the same stream where I drank all of the expired Pepsi I had. Uh,
What?
it was like I'll take a shot of expired Pepsi every time it freezes,
That,
and
oh,
yeah,
well,
I
that
I got
that bomb.
sick
Okay,
really quickly.
wait,
I
wait.
got sick. I got
That
sick
bomb jump
really
right there. It was
quickly.
very bad. That was that bomb jump is very awkward. Like if you miss it, you have to do all over again. Very bad design room, in my opinion. That's why we're skipping speedruns. Also, you Central Hive West Transport best room. Like this is the best room in the game. You know why it's the best room in the game? Because the ether box of it's perfectly aligned with everything. Unlike the other ones, like so big for no reason. But this one is perfect. It's like perfectly fit together. It's
I just
glorious
like
to look at. It's beautiful.
I just really like wall jumping. Honestly, like in any game, if you add wall jumping, I'm happy.
Yeah. Like so that character goes brrr on walls. Very
Yeah,
cool to look like. Neuron activation.
pretty
Kidding.
much. Like, I was really happy when I got the Mantis Claw in Hollow Knight, for example. Like, oh yeah, you're telling me you're telling me I can do this now?
Wait, what are you talking about?
Finally. Hmm?
What were you talking about? I wasn't paying attention.
Um, I was very happy. I said I was very happy when I got the Mantis Claw in Hollow Knight.
I haven't played the game,
Like, it's a Metroidvania. You get
but I
the
know about
Mantis.
Hololight, but I don't know about the item. Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
you get the Mantis Claw. It lets you wall jump basically and scale walls.
Oh
It,
heck
it's
yeah.
it's a lot like the Super Metroid wall jump where you can just Mega Man X your way out of a
Yeah.
wall, or you can actually yeah, it works just like in Mega Man X actually.
So you
Actually,
can
it's
just infinitely do it on walls, like
yeah,
Mega Man
you
X,
can
Zero Mission, that type.
yeah, it's you can just scale a wall, uh, and you can also use it to wall jump, which I love. I love both of those.
Yeah, nobody has gotten key hints so far.
Yeah,
Odd.
no one's got hints.
Oh, but looks like my sister is gonna do that right now because he's near the gateway, so he might just do that. Yeah, that's 100%. He's gonna check the hands. But Captain hasn't done that, which is a little bit odd. E. Oh, never mind. He's going the other way.
Right, actually,
Okay, his stream
on
froze. Drink up.
on the topic of the restream, there's actually 7 total runners. Miguel, of course, has forfeited, so there's 6 still going. We have Interslice, Captain, Crash, Orp, Caesar, and Nai.
Oh,
So,
wait, has someone beat it? Okay, no
the,
one has.
best of luck to everyone.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about the moves, but seems like nobody has finished yet, so we're good. We're good. Yeah. These are the only nice quads in the game because as long as you're not on the way, they won't do anything to you, and you can actually use them to go out of bounds. So these are the good quads that everyone likes. Unfortunately, after you return the energy, that you get the annoying mechanobites, the things that absolutely nobody likes.
And they were guarding the cannonball.
Yeah. See, they had good items. That's why we like these quads. They're the good quads. Also, it looks like Captain Stream just froze.
Yeah, it's just his feed on the restream. Like, if the if the timer freezes as well, then it's most likely just the restream.
Okay.
If the timer doesn't freeze, then the game just crashed, and that's really bad.
Or it could just be their stream, and that's why both freeze. Okay, so my Shisha is finally getting the hints. So we'll see. 2 keys. Needs to find 7 more. Okay, he was spacing out a bit, but whatever. And the voucher, oh, that's right there. He needs Dark Visor. Okay, Dark Visor is hard required.
Great, and he doesn't have it, of course.
Yeah, that can be a trouble. We know where it is. Transit station. Okay. Was just there.
Yeah, by
Oh,
the way, the edginess of
I,
Dark
I forgot that. I forgot that
Dark
camera.
Rose.
Irish
I
gyro
gyro
chamber.
chamber.
That's
Oh,
that's
nice. Cool, cool,
that's
very
that's a very
cool.
bad position. Underground tunnel. Oh, okay, that's next to Torber's temple. Also, there's a key here in temple access. Central area transfer west. Ooh, looks like Captain is getting all the keys on the way instead of waiting for the key hands. So
Yeah.
in a way, this was a good move.
Oh, that looks tight. I usually just
Meditation
BSJ.
Vista.
I
No, he's
usually
gonna lose
BSJ.
Cannonball. No.
What are you doing, Cap?
Okay,
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 he
okay, okay,
just
okay.
realized. He
Oof,
just realized.
I
Wait,
was very
no.
close. No, 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 no. Wait,
Oh,
wait, wait.
no, no, he didn't
No,
realize.
no, don't,
What are you
no.
doing? What are you doing?
Stupid.
No!
He didn't. Okay, he did. Okay, at least he waited proper. He waited until.
I always go out of my way to not use any cannons in this game because of this. Because of
Actually,
Cannonball. I
I
like
think,
it so much.
well, I think it's better to just. I think it's good in this specific instance to lose Cannonball because there's no final bosses. So I think it's okay. Like he has lights it, so whatever. I suppose. If final bosses were on, it will be different because having Cannonball for Emperor Ring it will be it's so nice. You don't get annoyed by the inglets and the tentacles, so you can just stay on Emperor Ring too, and you'll
Yeah.
never don't fall down.
By the way, Bellator says that's better than doing a 2BSJ. Bellator's wrong.
Hmm? Which that's better than doing a 2 BSJ. You mean the screw attack or the using the cannon?
Losing Cannonball.
Actually, we missed something. Well, Interslice finished already. First place with a time of 123 is 58. Completely missed
Alright.
that. GG. Captain hasn't finished though, so Mighty Caesar still has a chance at glory, if you know what I'm talking about.
You mean winning? You mean winning
Or
the
I'm
race?
kidding.
You
Oh
mean
yeah, yeah, yeah,
winning the race? Yeah.
yeah. Winning, winning. Yeah. Uh, it's okay, Golub. You're still my number one nemesis, and not Interslice.
You're still my number one acquaintance.
No, no, I'm pretty sure I said nemesis. Okay, Captain Stream is back. He was frozen.
Hey, Caesar is approaching the Hall of Honor dead. And it's got nothing. Oh, trying to instant morph.
Where's Violet? I don't know. I never got it.
That was a good instant morph on Caesar's side. Oh, love the portal cutscene, especially because you have to see it again and again and again and again and again and again and again every single time you take a portal. Every single time. And
Uh-huh.
by the
I'll be
way,
right back.
there's Violet. So that's your answer. So, that cutscene, the fact that you have to see again every single time, is actually one of the many reasons why I recommend using Prime Hack, even if you don't use mouse and keyboard controls. Just it's good. It's got a few options. Like even if you want to use the original controls, you can do that. It doesn't force you not to. But like you can skip that cutscene, for example, which is really cool.
I am back. Unfortunately, I have ran out of time for the day, and I
No,
must
that's
leave
okay.
you.
That's fine.
So he was fine. He got keeping you company for a little bit. We have some
Yeah,
good
thank you very
times.
much for that. Thank you.
Okay. I'll be leaving now. Good luck to the rest of the racers, and have a nice day.
Goodbye.
See
You
ya.
too.
Goodbye.
Well, it's a bit different because like the cutscene for Portals, yes, it does mask a loading screens, but the one it masks is pretty short, and the cutscene has a fixed duration, which means that if it takes just a fraction of a second for the room to actually load, you still have to sit through the whole cutscene. Like, believe me, it takes a lot less when you disable it. Yeah, of course I disable it on a computer where I also turn off uh, load time emulation, so that's also something that greatly speeds things up. But like, if you are playing on a computer casually, then I would say that's the best way to play, even if you want to use the original controls. Of course, on a GameCube, load times are going to be the ones you expect on a GameCube. Yeah, also you can change the FOV. You can have an FOV that isn't 55 degrees, I think. Yeah, the default FOV is 55 degrees. Yeah, the FOV I use is literally twice that. I play at 110, and yeah, if you're used to seeing at a 55, then of course it does look cursed, but you can get used to it. Any change of FOV looks cursed at first. Widescreen is also nice, though. That's just I think that's just a that's just the thing in regular Dolphin. But of course, that's good. When it works well, it's good. When it doesn't, it might actually be good to uh, maintain the original aspect ratio. Like if the UI also gets stretched, then yeah, that's not really good. But if it doesn't, uh, then it's perfectly fine, I think. And luckily, in Prime 1 and 2, it doesn't get stretched, so that's good. Trilogy came out in 2011, I think. So widescreen was pretty much the standard then. 2009, yeah, one of the two. I remember 2009 and 2011. One of those. Texture upscales and reshades are a bit more touchy. 'Cause, like, um, there's there's packs that upscale just the UI. Those are handmade and they're really good. But then there's the full texture upscale packs for Prime 1 and 2 and 3, actually, that are just AI upscaled, which of course isn't perfect. Like there's lots of imperfections if you just look closely. Lots of faults around. So that one, I would say it's definitely not mandatory. Like it doesn't necessarily make the game better. It's a lot more subjective. One thing you should try if you play with a different controller or like with mouse and keyboard is an automatic texture pack that like automatically creates new button prompts to use in games for your controls. I don't remember what it's called, but something like adaptive input, something like that. Yeah, there's also the Bloomin' Trilogy. Prime Hack has an option to disable it, or actually for Prime 3 in particular, like for the standalone version, there's a slider for Bloom. You can just adjust it to whatever you like, including 0. I very much prefer it with no Bloom at all. And like, sometimes it can be a bit excessive in the vanilla game. So Caesar's having problems with this echo puzzle, which is weird because, like, I don't know about you, but I have memorized the sequences for every single one of these locks. My memory works really well with images and audio, so the echo puzzles are actually really easy for me to memorize because I just memorize the audio sequence and I associate the audio with just the sight of the little input itself. So those are really easy for me to remember. And like, it's hard for me to actually um, describe it in words because of that. Because if I had to describe it, the only thing I would be able to think would be dong 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 dong. That's it. That's all I think when I when I'm trying to remember the sequence. Like I just think audio. So I'm not sure how to describe it. Chica has an ETM. That's good. That's perfect. That's let's let Chica be. Anyway, Captain is almost done. Just one more key to go, and that's it. That's the last key. Show's over, everyone. Goodbye. Right, so now, yeah, so Captain still has one left. I think it's the one right before hints, though. Oh, no, it's this one. Sorry again. So is this the last one? Yeah, goodbye. That's it. Okay. So, unfortunately, Caesar hasn't been very lucky with this stuff. Um, he's got Seekers, but he hasn't really been following the hints. Because I think he's looking for Dark Visor, which is, of course, in Aegon, right? Yeah, back in Dark Aegon. So that's going to be a nasty surprise when he finds out. Always, always look up, check that item, or just go through the portal. Just see what that item is, because when it's important, you're not going to remember. You are going to forget about that. Like, even if you lose, like 20 second, let's say 20 second, if you lose that amount of time, even if you lose that time while looking for something that isn't necessarily there, better safe than sorry when it comes to that check. Alright, that should be it for Captain. Just over 143. Alright, here we go. 143.02, 75. Let's see who else is finished. Yeah, Captain finishes in third place because in second place we actually have Crash with 133. Like, it's funny. They are almost like first, second, and third place are almost 10 minutes apart. Also, hello, Captain. JJ.
Hello there. Thank you.
Oh wow! Oh wow! You are. Are you recording on a different microphone?
It's more like it's just muted.
Uh,
Take two, eh? GG.
it's not. It just sounds really weird. Like you sound a bit distant.
Might be because the gain on the mic is a little low. Hang tight.
Like if I had to describe it, you sound like
Better?
like okay. So you sounded
I
a
had the
bit
wrong
like
mic source.
okay. Okay, that makes
Sorry about
sense.
that, folks.
Yeah, you sounded just okay. Now turn down the gain a little bit though, because now it's loud. Now I can't hear anything.
That's better.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
Now I've got the right sources shut down.
Yeah,
Sorry about that, folks.
that's fine. Yeah, you sounded like someone in a recording, like in a video of a child's birthday party in 2008.
Why 2008 specifically?
Shot with a handheld camera from like 2004. That's the audio vibe I was getting from that. But anyway, thank you for taking Miguel's place on the restream following the unfortunate accident.
If you don't mind me asking, what happened?
Basically, his game just kept crashing.
Oh.
People said it's probably because of the USB drive he was using.
Ooh, that's really unfortunate.
Yeah.
So let's talk about secret missiles for a minute.
Yeah.
Because the logic was literally expecting you to get Boost Ball out of GFMC, go all the way back to Crossroads for Dark Visor, and then go all the way back to one-way Phazon grounds for Seeker missiles.
Yeah. Sounds perfectly reasonable.
Yeah, it's a shame I ended up last locationing it. Otherwise, I was really happy about the first 30 minutes. Because I took a guess immediately and went for Vanilla Light Beam after I realized I had Screw Attack and Annihilator. So I was like, all right, well, that's okay. I'll make that work. Annihilator lets me check in cache 2, and I was gonna say, well, if I can't get anything in this region, at least I can warp save scum back. Of course, it's a suit, and I'm like, oh great. Now if in cache 1 is garbage, I have to keep the suit at least. But thankfully, it was Vanilla Light.
Yeah. At least that was rewarding. So, one thing we didn't see on the restream, since you came in a bit late on here, your run of like your early sweep of Temple Grounds.
Yeah, I was actually kind of late getting to Temple Grounds just because I was waiting on Light Beam. But when I had I wanted to make sure that I did at least the early Dark Aegon loop first, just so that way I wouldn't be leaving anything behind at GFMC and stuff like that. I am very glad I did not go check hints without Violet Translator, because otherwise I would have been pretty annoyed. Mildly insulting spot for Violet, considering it was only needed for some keys.
Oh yeah.
I've got the restream pulled up, and it looks like Mighty Caesar is missing Dark Visor.
Yeah, I think he's been looking for it all this time, but
Oh, dear.
unfortunately, it's just sitting back in Aegon.
Yeah, that was I ended up routing Aegon very interestingly. I decided I had Space Jump and Dark Beam, so I figured, all right, I'll do Labs first and come back to that section of Dark Aegon, but at least let me open up Transport Center so it's an easy way through. And then that's when I saw Dark Visor, and I was thinking, oh great, I need Boost Ball. Boost Ball didn't show up for almost an hour, so I saw the Dark Visor very early.
Yeah, that's a spot you definitely need to either peek or just straight up go there at some point, because if you don't, you will forget about it, as Caesar has, and if it's something important, that will cost you the run, basically.
Indeed, yeah. This seed, I mean, the logic for Seeker missiles already was pretty bad because Seekers and Light Beam were both in point of no returns.
Yeah.
So it didn't help that Seekers were where they were, because that was pretty stupid.
Yeah, at least Lightbeam was in a spot that you can peek. So
True. Now, based on Mighty Caesar's equipment, I would wager that they ended up going to Lower Torvis and going over the statue.
I think so, yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
otherwise
Yeah, I
they
remember.
couldn't
I
have.
remember. I remember. I saw him tempt it. So, yeah, he did that. Definitely. I remember now. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, because I think that's the only way through. There was no easy way into Torvis. In the end game, yes, it was great for getting the last 2 keys, but before then, getting to Torvis was a pain. Because I think the only way into well, you could get into Torvis from Aegon, but that was Torvis entrance, which was miles away from Lower Torvis, which granted, not the worst elevator in the universe, but other than that, the other Torvis elevators I think were both in. Well, one was in Sacred Path, which is one way unless you find Dark Visor Seekers, and the other was all the way in Sank Spider. Not Sank Spider. Sank. Was it Sank Vault or was it Temple Assembly Site? I think it was Temple Assembly Site. I already closed out my notes, unfortunately. The warp to start spot was also very, very interesting because Aegon map was, well, first off, an early map station is never something I'm going to say no to in a in a random elevator seed. But yeah, one decision that I'm very proud of is that I went, instead of using bombs to go into Aegon, I went straight to Dark Alpha Splinter, which netted me Dark and Annihilator right away. So I was very happy about that move.
Yeah.
And then really everything just slowed to a crawl with Seeker missiles. Because then I started
Yeah, pretty
checking
much.
everything in Aegon. I had Light Suit, so I figured, all right, I'll check Feeding Pit. If I'm lucky, it's there. And it wasn't. Which I'm a little disappointed that Reliquary wasn't required, considering that the name of this race time room was Gnarly Inkstorm. I see
Oh
that Mighty
yeah,
Caesar
Gnarly
picked.
Inkdstorm 0514.
Now, I noticed Mighty Caesar picked up Emerald Translator. Where was that chilling at?
I don't remember actually.
Yeah,
If anyone in
I missed my
chat,
credits, unfortunately.
anyone in
So
chat remembers.
yeah, not that it would have done any good. It would have, if anything, it would have lured me into Spider Guardian, and that would have been no good.
Yeah, probably. Oh, I'm not sure. Was Spider Guardian locked by Emerald?
It was.
Okay.
It was in Torvis. It wasn't
Oh
in
yeah, Dark Great Bridge.
Dark Great. Oh, Venomous Pond. Okay.
Venomous Pond. Yeah.
Yeah, I never went to Dark Torvis because my Torvis route just took me through the temple and everything, and that's when it hit me. Okay, wait a minute. This is still out of logic without either main power bombs or seeker missiles. And I figured seeker missiles are probably the way forward at this point, and the only place I've left is phase on ground. So that's why it was as I was going to Lower Torvis when that hit me. So that's why I saved out right there and went straight to phase on grounds and just prayed for good luck. And it oh, Mighty Caesar just read the missile system in Sky Temple grounds hint. Oh wait, no, that's secret missiles. He already has secret missiles. I'm sorry, my bad. Yet the hints were garbage today. The super missiles was good. Super missile hint pointed me to Plane of Dark Warship.
Yeah.
All the
Yeah,
other
the
hints
rest
were
of them
garbage.
were pretty useless. Let's see this one. The Violet Translator is one room away from Hazing Cliff. Thank you very much.
As a Violet Translator hint, no
Thank,
less.
thank you very much. Thank you very much, Violet Hint.
Yeah. Slightly bummed out that I had to give up Cannonball on the way out of Sang Temple access. I see Mighty Caesar
I mean,
kept it.
you didn't have to.
I could have kept it, but I figured I'm taking a wild guess here that Chica's not required. And even if Chica was required, I had double damage. I wasn't concerned that much.
And even then, like that room is really easy to just BSJ through.
Yeah, I was trying to go for a slope jump screw attack instead because I'm a little less
Yeah.
consistent with my BSJs than I am with screw attack.
Yeah,
Now,
I'm actually more consistent with BSJs than I am with slope jumps. Which is like I usually just I BSJ on from the other side of the room and then screw attack, and that's a lot more consistent because I do a 3 BSJ and that gives me a ton of height.
well, I'll stop you right there because 3 BSJs are definitely where my level of consistency falls flat. And yeah, Chad points out the Chica having an ETM, and yeah, thankfully that was hinted right after I gave up Cannonball, so I didn't feel nearly as bad about it.
Yeah.
All right, so I do see
I
that.
think I think I might be slightly better with 3 BSJ because I use mouse and keyboard and like bombs are bound to the left mouse button, so that's
Okay, yeah,
a
I'm
much
using.
easier. Yeah, that's much easier to mash than a face button on a controller, especially the gigantic A button on the GameCube controller.
Yeah, I'm using an Xbox controller, which not
Yeah,
as big face buttons, but
as
they're a
is
little more spread
as
out.
is as is pretty much everyone, I believe. Like anyone who isn't playing on original hardware, and frankly, probably also some who are using Xbox controllers. I doubt anyone is saying, "No, look, I need an original GameCube controller for this. I need an adapter from GameCube to USB. You don't understand. This is crucial." By the
Oh,
way, unlimited missiles in Torpus Grove.
I walked right past that because I was in go mode.
Yeah, wasn't really important.
It wasn't. Yeah, double damage was nice, although it's a shame a Morbus wasn't. It's a shame a Morbus wasn't required. Oh, just missed it.
Well, at least you took care of it very quickly.
Yeah, like my mid-game movement and general navigation, I was very happy about this seed. But yeah, I would say really the big lowlight was just that hunt for secret missiles. Other than
Yeah.
that, really pleased about how I handled the opening.
Yeah, so I thought for you, Go mode was just Seekers, and for Caesar right now it's Dark Visor. So basically, yeah, your Go modes are your low points in this run. Wow, and space jump boots. How useful. Oh yeah, by the way, when you said space jump, I got confused for a second because lately I've been playing a lot of Dread Randomizer, so it's, so
Yeah,
it's not easy.
shoutouts.
So it's not easy thinking of space jump as space jump boots when you're playing a game that where space jump is much different.
Yeah, shoutouts to the Metroid Dread Randomizer that's an experimental, by the way. I've been watching some videos of that, and it's amazing.
It's really interesting. It needs some polish when it comes to, especially when it comes to transportation randomization, because like it needs at the very least like a log where it shows you where every teleporter and elevator goes. Because I just gave up on a seed actually because I needed to get it back to Berenia, but I didn't remember what path to take for Berenia, so I just gave up because I didn't want to waste my time looking for one.
Yeah, Dread does have a lot more elevators and transportation systems than I think any other Metroid game in the series to date.
Yeah, because it's like it might have more lifts than any other for starters, and then there's also all the teleportals,
Indeed.
which I don't believe are present in any other game, like a concept like that,
Yeah,
in any
besides
other
the
Metro game.
besides the teleporters in Samus Returns, but that's about it.
I haven't played that one.
Yeah, they have that's where the teleportal concept started, except the teleporters were universally unlocked from the beginning rather than you can only travel in Dread you can only travel to the colored ones, but in Samus Returns as soon as you found it, it was available anytime from any other teleporter.
Okay, so the teleportals, but good.
Basically.
Yeah, they become good once you find all of them, I believe. Like,
I think it's
what's the
either
trigger? What's the trigger for actually unlocking this fast travel
it's
thing?
either I wasn't 100% clear on this either, but it's either getting all of them or getting to Itarash.
Oh,
Because by that point you've seen the whole game.
yeah. Unfortunately, Itarash, like getting to Itarash is also like the end point of the run, so that's not
Yeah,
very
you need
useful.
a lot of stuff. You need like Wave Beam, you probably need Screw Attack.
Yeah, but like objectively speaking, like when you get to Itarash, you're done. Like you are at the end of the game. You most likely already have power bombs. You most likely can already access the final boss fight. So you're done. When
Yeah,
you're playing randomizer, you're just done once you get to Itarash. So one thing that maybe should be looked into is an option to actually have the Samus Return style for teleportals, where they're just all unlocked from the beginning.
I'm sure that'll only be a matter of time.
Because like even then, like most teleportals are still locked by a couple items, so that can still work really well, even if they are, even if they're all unlocked from the start. Another thing, of course, like I was saying earlier, would be to actually uh, give an indication in game of where each transport goes.
Oh, it's a good thing Cannonball does 2 million damage per frame to res bits.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, this admittedly wasn't, as far as trick requirements were, there weren't a whole lot of amazingly complex tricks that actually, there was one you could have done to save a bit of trouble. If you had done the BSJ up to Forgotten Bridge, the back of Forgotten Bridge, you could have skipped Violet Translator. Because that was literally, it was only good for those 2 Sky Temple keys. And then you could have just gone back out the way you came in. So in that sense, you could have gone away without it, but at the same time, you had to go to Sank anyway because it had a few Sky Temple keys. Notably, Cat West was one that pretty much needed you to go to Vault Side Sank anyway.
So Caesar seems to be a lot more comfortable than you are when it comes to this slug jump and screw attack.
Yeah, I just decided to do the thing because I figured, all right, I need the item anyway. I might as well just use the Echo Satellite, give up Cannonball, get the key, and get out. So
Yeah. I like Cannonball. I always go out of my way to avoid every single cannon in the game.
both Cat West and Underground Tunnel. Well, Bellator, Cat West. Cat West, I almost missed because I was going through Sentinel's Path and I was like, wait a minute, if I don't get Cat West now, it's gonna bite me later. And good thing it was a Sky Temple key, otherwise I would have been a little annoyed. But yeah, all things considering, this wasn't that bad of a seed, but with the exception of the Secret Missile logic.
Yeah, it was a very average.
Which is a bit unusual considering this seed came out of my Randovania.
Well,
Like
this was
my
just
seeds. Yeah, my seeds are either end of the spectrum. They're either some of the worst seeds in the universe or some of the most relaxing you can ever come across.
I'd say this was just your everyday Echo seed.
Pretty much.
We're like, everything is pretty reasonable except for that one check that is absolutely terrible, logic-wise.
Yeah, there's always that one item in Randomizer. And it's Secret Missiles too, so you can't exactly finish the seed without it.
And Caesar is about to see the thing.
Oh, yeah, there's gonna be
Yeah.
some very unfortunate reactions in 3, 2, 1.
No
But yeah,
right
that
shot?
should
Really?
put him in. That should put that should be go mode.
No right shot's incredible. That is an incredible amount of restraint.
Yeah,
Caesar,
I'd be firing great
where,
shots up and down the entire hallway if that were me.
Caesar, where do you store all of your anger?
Probably in Sunburst. Shoutouts, by the way, to Darkburst and Sunburst being practically right next to each other.
Yeah.
Tried to make good use
Uh,
of them, and
but-
here's a little fun fact. You can place a sonic boom in the right spot in the entrance to Hive Gyro Chamber and hit all 4 satellites in one go.
Oh yeah,
Unfortunately, I
that's
never
always
found sonic boom.
satisfying. That's always satisfying stuff to do.
Oh, does Darkburst also work? Probably should have used Darkburst then.
Yeah, Darkburst and Sonic Boom are really similar. Darkburst, I think, just has a slightly smaller hitbox.
I think
I
so,
think.
yeah. Yeah, Sonic Boom has a pretty obnoxiously large hitbox.
And it's so fast, it can literally just go right behind what you're actually aiming at. So yeah, now Caesar just needs to get back to hints, and that should be it.
Yeah, Well, he's got to go to Defiled Shrine because that's got to be his key 9.
I mean, yeah, but that's just right there.
It is, yeah. That would have been a great key 9 if I wasn't still looking for Violet Translator. Yeah, Defiled Shrine or War Ritual Grounds, you always want those to be your key 9s if you can at all help it.
By the way, the seed hash is Watering Beam Inglet. So that makes me think, can you imagine if Samus like had a little garden and she just had and she just upgraded her beam to gently shoot water like a watering can.
I can
And
imagine that.
that's the watering beam. It's just Samus taking care of her flowers.
Oh yeah, that was the other reason I was looking for Violet Translator. Until I figured out where secret missiles were, there wasn't a logical way to get to Sky Temple grounds. You either needed Violet or a way into Sanctuary, which by that point in the seed I was fairly certain was Seeker's locked. Yeah. A lot of Cobalt doors. Like all the doors in Great Temple were Cobalt.
Yeah, makes sense that that would be a starting item. Generation would have failed otherwise.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure... I mean, Light Suit wasn't required, but you... Actually, could you have gone away without Annihilator Beam this seed? I think you could have.
Yeah, there was a suit, but
There was the
Light
suit,
Beam.
yeah,
Light
but...
Beam was vanilla, so you could get out of labs.
Yeah, where was the other suit? Because I found... both of us found both suits.
It was I think somewhere in Temple Grounds.
Aegon Gate,
Oh yeah,
probably.
Aegon Gate. Yeah, Aegon
Yeah.
Gate. Yeah.
I always get a little antsy when I see Light Suit early because almost 9 times out of 10 it's required if you get it in a reasonable amount of time, and I was thinking for sure that Feeding Pit or Sank Map Station might be required, but not the case today.
Which, depending on how you look at it, could be both good and bad.
Yeah, on one end I didn't have to, do what I did last month and go fighting Dark Samus 4 with Various Suit and surviving with only 23 energy left. The chat's still expecting me to pay their cardiology bills for that. Is Watering Beam super effective on Flagra? No, it's the other way around. It makes Flagra grow brighter.
Yeah, it heals Flagra.
Yeah.
I can imagine, like, when Samus grows old and, like, can't really move all that well anymore, she just settles down with all the wealth she's undoubtedly accumulated through all these contracts. All right, and that's it for Caesars. But for Caesars, I'm sorry. That's it for Caesar. Let's see
What a
if
mess.
that's it. All right, here's Caesar. Hello, GG.
I can't believe I forgot that Dark Visor was there.
Yeah,
I,
yeah, that was really bad.
Of course, nobody could have heard it, but when I saw it there originally going through the room, I'm like, okay, cool. I have Screw Attack, I have more Fall Bombs. I can go get that once I finish this trip to the Dark World. Forgot to do
And
it
then you completely forgot about it. Yeah.
I originally labeled it in my head as Echo Visor just because I didn't recognize the red in it properly. But then when I found Echo Visor, I then again said, okay, so that thing was Dark Visor. I should go pick that up, and then didn't again.
Yeah, I just forgot completely because then you just swept through the entire game basically.
Pretty much.
That was
Should
really
have been done
unfortunate.
around an hour and a half in.
Oh, Tumos had okay. Gang Reliquary had main power bombs, and Unlimited Beam Ammo was on Tumos. Ew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Mighty Caesar, did you end up last locationing Seeker missiles?
Not last location, but actually no, not even close to last location. But
I ended up last locationing Seekers.
You actually both got them at pretty much the same time. Like you were both in the same room.
huh,
Oh, really?
Like as you were as Captain was going back after getting them, Caesar was about to go get them.
interesting. Must have taken very different routes because I had a lot of other checks available.
Yeah, it was a
that
very
time.
different route.
Yeah.
Captain went to Temple Grounds before you did.
Yeah, I went to Temple Grounds, warped to start after picking up Boost Ball, got Dark Visor, went to Torvis, did a couple checks there, connected the dots that Seekers were out of logic, and main power bombs were nowhere to be found, especially since they were reliquired and behind Seeker missiles, no less. So that's when it hit me. It's like, wait, there's 2 point of no return checks I don't have done yet. Profane Path and Phazon Grounds, and go figure, happens to be back there.
At least you had the means to do both, just in case.
Indeed. Yeah, it's still, of course, the logic decides to put Boost Ball on the ship to check right before Phazon Grounds, no less, so you have to go all the way back, and then go all the way back over to Phazon Grounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
That's a
was
logical nightmare.
not nice logic, but I haven't played enough Echoes lately to remember what the logic is supposed to be, so I ended up doing some things fairly well by ignoring what the logic was telling me to do, and then just completely flopped.
That was pretty much me for the first half an hour too, because as soon as I started, I went straight to Great Temple, got Dark and Annihilator, then did my Aegon checks. Did the whole loop for Vanilla Light, and then I just started looking for Secret Missiles, and it went downhill from there.
Yeah.
So, the race is actually completely over. Every single contestant has finished. Let's see.
Which is a nice way
but-
of saying that I came in last.
Yeah, unfortunately, yes. In first place, there's Interslice, 123.58. Then there's Crash, 133. Then there's Captain, 143.03. Then there's Nai, 145.35. Then there's Orp, 204.37. And then there's Caesar, 209.57. And of course, Miguel, who didn't finish.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate. You hate to see technical difficulties be the reason for dropouts.
Yeah.
It almost happened in the in a Majora's Mask randomizer co-op I just commentated a couple of last weekend.
Oh, co-op.
Yeah, there's a co-op tourney going on right now, a bit on the small side and a bit on the quicker side, but there should be 3 races on the ZSR YouTube by now.
Like a multi-world?
No, it's just a 2v2 co-op. One player. There's a lot more checks in the settings they have enabled, like 402, compared to the standards 204.
I'm not sure how it works, considering Majora's Mask is a single-player game, but...
Well, it's not like multi-world, but basically one player and the 2 teams can still like talk amongst each other and call out stuff, because Majora's Mask is a very big game.
So, like, what do they do? Do they, like, take the same seed and play through it with different routes to tell each other stuff?
Yes.
Huh. That's
Yeah,
one way
the
of
race
doing co-op.
Unfortunately, the race is still ended up being several hours just because of where the go mode progression ended up being, and yeah, they're worth they're good watches.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Majora's
if I ever.
Mask and Wind Waker randomizers are two insanely long formats.
I mean,
Almost no matter
Zelda
what you
games
do.
in general. Zelda games in general sound like hell to randomize.
It's like
They have
what?
a
How many
lot of
checks
stuff.
does Wind Waker have on near max settings? The better part of 1,000.
No idea. I think it's more than 1,000 for Majora's Mask randomizer at all sanity. That's for sure.
It's not unusual for those to go 9 hours.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else that went down in the seed I want to comment on, but
Yeah, if there's anything else
There
to
was that
say.
really weird air underwater that I got.
Oh yeah, Caesar accidentally got an air underwater by just in Path of Roots by just screw attacking as he was entering the water. Just
As I
got
was
air underwater.
exiting the water.
yeah,
Right,
that
right.
I want to say I've heard about it. It's not a that's never happened before ever type thing, but it's definitely an unusual occurrence. I will say that much.
Yeah, it just happened completely at random. Took everybody by surprise.
And I kind of just took a few seconds to be like, huh.
Yeah, yeah. You just stopped for a few seconds to admire what had to ponder what had just happened. Anyway, if that's it, then I'd say the restream is over. So, huge thanks to Bellator and Gollop for tracking. Thanks to both Miguel and Captain for basically co-comming for a while with me. Thanks to the runners for running. Huge thanks to Captain again for taking Miguel's place on the restream. So we had two people to look at. And of course, thanks everyone for watching.
See you next mission.
That's it then. Yep. See you next mission. Have a great day.